John 2. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only, and he's an extremely jealous El. He's so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And Yah is short for YahWeh, Yahweh, Yod-He, Vav-He. It's like saying Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E. What is the difference and does matters when people say that Phil, Bob, Sam, and Aaron are the same name when no they're not, and no one in their right mind would ever believe that. And only a fool would believe that a hammer could force its creator to do anything. And there is no letter J in the Hebrew, Greek, or Aramaic text because the letter J is about 600 years old, while the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. And a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua, and I strongly believe that the son of Elohim's name, Yehoshua, means Yahweh is salvation. I'd also like to point out that from the beginning of the Bible all the way to so far, I haven't read John 2 yet, but John 1 all the way back, there has not been a single contradiction. The one that I thought was a contradiction, as I'm so graciously learning, is two people being told the same story and it comes out a little bit different. There was something else I was going to talk about. Anyways, John 2. And on the third day there was a wedding in Cana, Qanah, of Galil, Galil, and the mother of Yehoshua was there, and both Yehoshua and his taught ones were invited to the wedding. And when they were short of wine, the mother of Yehoshua said to him, They have no wine. Yehoshua said to her, Woman, what is that to me and to you? My hour has not yet come. His mother said to the servants, Do whatever he says to you. And there were 6 stone water jugs standing there according to the mode of cleansing of the Yehudim, each holding 2 or 3 measures. Yehoshua said to them, Fill the water jugs with water, and they filled them up to the brim. And he said to them, Now draw out and take it to the master of the feast. So they took it, but when the master of the feast had tasted the water that had become wine, and did not know where it came from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew, the master of the feast called the bridegroom and said to him, Every man at the beginning sets out the good wine, and when they have drunk then that which is poorer, you have kept the good wine until now. This the beginning of the signs Yehoshua did in Cana of Galil, and manifested his esteem, and his taught ones believed in him. After this, he went down to Kephar Nahum, Kephar. Nahum is Nah with a dot, not im, Nahum, not Nahim. He and his mother and his brothers and his taught ones, and there they stayed not many days. And the Pisa, which is Passover, P-E with a half a check mark, S-A-H with a dot, of the Yehudim was near, and Yehoshua went up to Jerusalem, and he found in the set-apart place those selling oxen and sheep and doves, and the money changers sitting, and having made a whip of cords, he drove them all out of the set-apart place with the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the money changers' coins, and overturned the tables. And he said to those selling doves, Take these away, do not make the house of my father a house of merchandise. And his taught ones remembered that it was written, The adorer of your house has eaten me up. And the Yehudim answered and said to him, What sign do you show to us, since you are doing these? Yehoshua answered and said to them, Destroy this dwelling place, and in 3 days I shall raise it. Then the Yehudim said, "It took 40 years to build this dwelling place, and you are going to raise it in 3 days?" But he spoke about the dwelling place of his body, something people that didn't understand. He was never talking about the actual temple. He was talking about your body being the dwelling place, the temple. So when he was raised from the dead, his taught ones remembered that he said this to them, and they believed the scripture and the word which Yehoshua had said. And when he was in Jerusalem at the Pesach, at the festival, many believed in his name when they saw the signs which he was doing. But Yehoshua was not entrusting himself to them, because he knew all men and had no need that anyone should witness of man, for he knew what was in man.